Hey everyone, this is Miss Smith, and I hope that you all are doing well. I just wanted to record a quick video for week 6, just to kind of go over a couple of things, remind you of a few things, and point out some new information that I've added to our current week of the class. So right now we are in week 6 of our class. You'll remember from last week we mentioned the jobs packet assignment, and I told you that you did not have to turn that assignment in or those assignments in this week, but you had an extra week to get everything together. That jobs packet includes 3 assignments: your job search, your resume, and your cover letter. So this extra week, I hope, will be really helpful for you to get those materials together. Of course, you do not want to wait until the last minute because the assignments require that you use a system outside of D2L, specifically for your resume. And so we'll look at that again in just a moment. But make sure that you have everything ready to submit by deadline, which is February 21st by 11:55 p.m. Okay, and so that's just kind of a quick look at our syllabus, but I want us to go to D2L. So right now I'm in week 6 of our class in D2L, and I'm looking at this under student view, so this should be exactly how you see the class. And so the Dropbox information this week looks pretty similar, actually identical, to what you had in week 5. But be sure and check your week 6 class information, right? Remember to always check that class information because that's where you have your new content, your lecture, right? Your additional information that you need. And so week 6 class information is different, but the Dropbox for your jobs packet assignments are the same as they were with week 5. Now I did add a few new things that I want to point out to you. First thing, under the resume assignment heading there's a link now for good career objective statements. And this takes you to a website by a lady named Susan Ireland. She's been known as an expert in resume writing and resume tips for many years. And on her website, she offers a breakdown of different types of industries and examples of good career objective statements. And so I'm hoping that if you take a look at this link, it will take the guesswork out of what you need to put into your objective statement. Your textbook gives you some information. Hopefully this website will give you some good supplemental information. And of course, if you have questions about any of that, you can let me know. Okay? Remember with your job search, we can go back up for just a second. With your job search, you want to search for a job that you are qualified for. Okay? Make sure that you're qualified for that job. The job search is an important piece of this assignment packet because I cannot effectively evaluate the strength of your resume or of your cover letter if I don't have your job search. Okay? I'm not helping you unless I have your job search. I need to see the posting that you're basing your resume and your cover letter on so that I can see if you are effectively responding to what it is they're looking for. So again, your job search, the job posting that you find should tell you what that employer is looking for. Then you need to design a resume and a cover letter that responds to that posting, that shows that prospective employer that you have the skills and or experience that they are looking for, that you are an eligible candidate for that position. Okay? I also want to point out that I added here at the very bottom, and this is also on week 5's class as well, I added a discussion board or a link to a discussion board on D2L that I just opened, and that's for your questions. So if you have questions about the jobs packet, please let me know. Please let me know. I would be happy to answer them for you. And this is how you get to it. You want to click on the jobs packet heading there, and I've already put in a question that I received via email and I've answered it. But if you have a question, just click on Start New Thread, post your question, and I'll try to respond in a timely manner. Now, of course, you don't want to wait till the last minute. You want to give me time to respond, but post your questions there and I will try to respond just as quickly as I can. Now, one other thing I would point out is that in our textbook, part of our readings for our How to Get a Job series, our career packet, jobs packet information, part of the readings includes a list of action verbs that you can use in your resume. That's found on page 176 of the textbook. And so I want you to make sure that you are incorporating these action verbs in your resume where you can. Sometimes we tend to use words that are just kind of flat and lifeless. The action verbs give your writing a little bit more vigor. And that's useful in a resume. You want your resume to have a little bit of a pop to it. You don't want it just to sound bland and boring. So for example, let's say in your previous job that you showed 10 employees how to use the new operating system for your company. Okay? Showed is kind of a bland word, but let's say if we're looking on page 176 at our list of action verbs, another word we could use that might have a little bit more pop is trained. Okay? That indicates that you have the ability to train others. You have that training ability. So if you use that action verb, and let's say instead of showed, we said trained employees in the new operating system, right? That word kind of gives it a little bit more life and it speaks to another skill set that you have. So utilize those action verbs in your resume, okay? Again, if you have questions, go ahead and post them to the discussion board for the good of the whole so that we all can see them and all can benefit from the responses. And I wish you well on this assignment. We'll be moving forward with our next assignment on next week. Take care.